Everyone, we are back again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. And I have the good brother, Holip Sism, with us today. And today's topic is, why are Captain American Negroes so concerned about Pan-Africanism? Now, when we say Captain American Negroes, we're also going to include, our pseudo-Aboriginals. We are, for some odd reason, you can't relate to a West African, but you can relate to an old Meccan. Them, you cannot identify being from Africa, but you can identify with Turtle Island. So we're going to include them. We're going to include the typical we built this country with bricks and bare hands. We're going to include those are pretty much the two main groups. Am I missing anybody? Hold up.
No, the Captain America Negro, this is one he's holding down.
Right.
Like, I can't even include the militant integrationists and the Black Power American in this discussion. This is straight up Captain America Negro.
Right. So, I've been getting a lot of trolling. All of a sudden, when I get back from Nigeria, I'll be getting trolls. I'm trying to trick the Black American into going back to Africa because our birthright is here in America because we built this country. I've been getting a lot of that.
Wow.
That is all CIA. I work for the CIA now. I'm an agent.
Right.
And the CIA covert operations hired me, paid me to trick all the Black Americans to go back to Africa. So therefore, we will lose out on the historical day when Donald Trump signs into legislation the Black Aboriginal Act, where they're going to give us Texas, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Florida. So I am tricking everyone to go back to Africa.
Because the conscious community is so prosperous,
Right.
When you want to make some money, that's where you go. Forget rap, forget basketball, forget singing and entertainment industry. Conscious community is really where the dollars is at.
Yeah. I mean, I could easily, I'm in Atlanta, the epicenter of dusty trap music. I can go around a corner, get a track, talk about how much dope I sold and selling and all the people I shot in drive-bys and make money that way and sell out that way, which is more easier. But for some reason, the easy way out is to team up with the CIA and trick all the Black Americans into going back to Africa.
Wow. I often wonder, how much of a percentage do they think of Black people that actually are even listening to us?
Right.
In this grand scheme of things, we got about 40 to 50 million Black people in America. How many people know about Holip Sism's Haven or Search for Uhuru?
Not a lot.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, but we're the secret agents. We're the issue. We are the threat, the biggest threat to Black Aboriginal supremacy here in America.
And based on what you just said, was it their 400-year plan to wait for Donald Trump?
Well, no.
Why is Donald Trump the guy all of a sudden that now you've been waiting in the wings all this time, like in the bushes,
right,
399 years, and then on that 400th year, you was waiting for Donald Trump to become president so you can spring into action.
Bring it to action
with your plan. Is that what the deal was? That was like the long game?
That's the long game. So they're preparing right now. And I guess they're having backdoor meetings with Trump about how we're going to get the reservations that is coming. And damn it, me and you, Holip, we are ruining their plans. We are sabotaging their plans.
Wow. So Donald Trump knows about Search for Uhuru.
Yeah. He knows about it. He knows about
Wow. He's like, God damn it, what are we gonna do with this Dynas dude?
Yeah. They know about it. They know about it.
This guy has a problem.
He's a problem. He's a problem. He's tricking. Oh, here we go. I'm tricking the Black Americans back into slavery in Africa.
Back into slavery.
Back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I got that one too.
Right. So we got to go back to slavery.
Back to slavery.
Compared to the prosperous life we're living here in America.
Correct. Where black men are getting shot in the garage. Just rolling down the garage, or our beautiful sisters are getting stabbed waiting on a train. Light rail. Yeah. But I'm tripping. I'm tricking Black Americans into slavery in Africa. I'm tricking. Yeah.
I guess
are getting choked out street corners in New York for selling Lucy's.
Oh yeah. I think the solution to this, Dynas, is you need a little bit more misery in Search for Uhuru.
Yeah.
I think that's the missing ingredient. It's not enough misery, because these guys will be totally satisfied at the end of the day. When they hear some hopelessness. When you have no hope, that's like the ultimate right there. Oh wait, hold on. Let me get rid of this call.
Do you have a house phone?
I got a house phone. Isn't that crazy? Hold on a second.
House phone. That's that Radio Shack house phone. But everyone, thank you for joining us. I guess Holip had to take that important phone call. When they call in the house, they hitting you up on your house phone. It's important. So he had to take that call. Everybody.
And of course, it's only when I'm on the show.
Right.
I've been sitting here all morning. The phone is not rung. I get on the show, then that's when it starts ringing.
Yes, sir. All right. So I'm Friedman asks, where are your records of the transport in America in the millions? And hold up. The simple response is, where's the record of transport in the millions of white people here to America?
Right. I don't believe you. I don't believe that white people actually came here in the millions.
They're indigenous.
Where's your proof?
Yeah, where's your proof? They're indigenous. White people are indigenous to America. White people are just as indigenous to America as the Black Olmecs.
Man, I wish I could play their theme song. I don't know how to play music on this thing. I guess because I'm on my headset. That's probably what it is.
What theme song? The one you just sent me in the chat?
Oh yeah, the Warriors drum.
Is that it?
That's it. That's for all of them Captain America.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
I'm half Indian dudes.
Yeah, half Indian. Let's go ahead and play it. Here we go.
Y'all should like this one.
You know what I'm saying? This is the golf. Drunk him up. King Josh coming through for the Shaolin crew. Black fish. Yo, hit him with an uppercut. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. 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 Hey y'all, hey y'all, can I get some? Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey y'all, hey y'all, can I get some? Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey y'all, can I get some?
All right, so that's the theme song.
Yeah, man, we want to make y'all feel at home.
That's the theme song. Winifred 19, thank you for the super chat. GS Everything, thank you for the yeah, but real quick before we really dive in, Holip, I know we were discussing my top 3 list.
Oh yeah.
All right, so here's my top 3, guys. And so this is how I based my top 3 list as far as the most beautiful women in Africa. Namibia, Senegal, and Nigeria. And I got a lot of backlash from this list. This is why I came up with this top 3. And how the criteria is from the time I leave the airport and I'm out in the streets, on the ground, the amount of beautiful women I see. That's how I base it, you know. And of course, you got people, Botswana, Rwanda, this place, that place. And they'll send me pictures. But like, I don't have, like, when I go to Africa, I don't have time to go to the club and search for these women, these women that you're sending me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just talking about just in the streets where I'm out and about from point A to point B. Because again, I don't have time to go search for all these beautiful women in these countries that I left out are. And the women in my top 3, I didn't have to search. They were just right there.
Right. That's a good indicator.
So that's how I indicate that.
Yeah, that's a good
some people were saying South Africa, and they were sending me girls dressed up in their wedding attire. Like I'm not, I'm just talking about every day, just the time I leave the airport and hit the streets. That's my criteria. I don't have time to go to special events to seek these women out. I'm talking about just every day hitting the streets. That's where I came up with this list. So Namibia, Senegal, Nigeria. There we go. A lot of people got offended when I didn't include Ethiopia or Eritrea on the list. And this is my honest opinion. I know I'm gonna upset or offend a lot of people. The Ethiopian women and Eritrean women that I run into are absolutely beautiful. It's just they're built hella funny. They have some weird shapes. I don't know what it is. They're just built funny. The ones I run into.
What do you mean?
Like just how they're built from the waist down. Like it's weird. It's like I can't explain it. Like it's just they're built funny. Like they said, it's their Arab blood. Yeah, it's weird how they're built. Like the from the waist down is not proportionate enough. It's like some of them look like they have, I would say, botched butt plants with the sticks coming out.
Oh, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's just they ain't got no booty, right? It's just they're shaped funny.
I think I know what you mean.
But they're pretty as hell. So now I know some of them are gonna see this and I'm gonna get trolled and
well, it's gonna come no matter what you say. So you might as well just say what's on your mind.
Yeah, they don't have enough hips. Like they're just built funny. They don't have enough hips, no ass. They're just shaped funny, but they're beautiful as hell. Absolutely beautiful. There you go, Young Jay. They're built like Mexican women.
Oh wow. Wow. That's strange.
But they're beautiful in the face, though. Absolutely beautiful.
That is strange. But that is definitely a good indicator. Like New York is like right now, currently like Africa after the slave trade.
Right.
all the ass has been exported out of New York, and it's in Atlanta and Charlotte and Raleigh and all these other places. It's the ass has totally been taken away from New York. I saw a chick outside of my job. I was like in shock. I'm like, oh damn, this is probably the best looking woman I've seen like in the last 6 months. Yeah. Sad. It's really sad, man. New York is just completely done. It's done.
Really? Why do you say that?
It's all the things that made New York are gone. I mean, even like New York used to be trend-setting. Used to be. Now New York is just dick riding. It's like, I listen to the music. It's almost like I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Yeah, because what's your boy? A$AP Rocky, he screwed out. The the dude that got arrested, the young cat that had the what's his name? Yeah, it's like all the music sounds like it's from the South now.
Yeah, it's nobody like ASAP. Any of these guys, is there anything distinctively New York about their sound? Like name a New York rapper that has a distinct New York sound, and I guarantee you're gonna be mentioning somebody that's 40. You know?
Doesn't exist. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Young M.A. Is that her name?
I guess I don't know these. That's
Oh,
that lesbian chick.
yeah.
She's from New York. I didn't even know. And I think that dude designer is from New York too.
He's from New York, but you know who's New York's finest right now?
Who?
Tekashi 69.
That dude's from New York?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's from New York.
I did not know that. Somebody mentioned Nas in the chat room. I'm like I said, you're gonna be mentioning somebody over 40.
Right.
Where's the young 18, 20 to 25-year-old rappers out of New York just setting the world on fire? It don't exist.
Bobby Smurder.
Every,
That's Bobby Smurder. Yeah,
I remember him. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, everybody just sounds like, Southern Cali, some hybrid of whatever. Nobody sounds like they from New York anymore.
Right.
So it's done.
Guys, can we get the likes up? We have 195 people watching, only 38 likes. Please hit that like button, Pete. Please share all that good stuff.
And my thoughts on gentrification is you can't play chess after checkmate.
Right.
That's basically it for that. Anybody trying to make an issue about gentrification now, you already been mated. The pieces are already off the board. So don't start playing the game now. You should have been playing it when it was the time to play it, but you didn't want to be involved in that quote unquote black stuff.
Right.
Because I used to get accused when we used to make a issue about these white people and let these people know that, these guys are trying to move in. They got a plan. Oh, you kicking that black stuff. Now these same people is packing up their bags because they've been forced out of their neighborhood.
They complain about it.
So don't come to me with that gentrification bullshit. People, I keep saying, man, when corporations and companies and individuals have plans, they usually have 5-year plans. So if you start reacting, at least 5.
Yeah.
And so if you're reacting on the 5th year, it's done. Game is over.
Right.
They've already set up their pieces and put themselves in a position. Now you want to start playing? It's a wrap. New York is gone. I don't know about Atlanta. You said Atlanta's on the edge.
Atlanta's almost. Black people are hanging on. Atlanta's almost a wrap. Black people are still crying for affordable housing. They've been crying for affordable housing for the last 18 years. It's like it's not coming. So basically, what every politician does, Democratic politician, they send a blackface and they promise the poor people of Atlanta that they're going to give them affordable housing, and then it never comes. So now we have Keisha Lance Bottoms, who's in office, who promised, like, I forgot, it was something crazy, the amount of money she promised for affordable housing. But now she's taking that affordable housing money and is trying to give it to Amazon so they can move to Atlanta. And so now people, but the thing is, like, you have these black, and not to be disrespectful, Holip, I call it whiny activism. So you have these black whiny activists that think they're going to march to City Hall and demand Keisha Lance Bottoms to build this affordable housing. It's just like, affordable housing is not coming for poor black people. Nobody cares.
Who are they asking? Well, first of all, you're asking white people for affordable housing. Who are you asking for affordable housing? Why don't you create your own housing? I'm sorry.
But that's the thing. And I think somewhere was it Bed-Stuy where the Jews are still Section 8. Like they own these apartment complexes and are rented out Section 8 to their Hasidic Jew friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not doing that here in Atlanta. We're expecting the system to build us some high rises for poor people.
Sounds like a losing position to me. That's what it sounds like. Somebody said something interesting here in the chat room. I can't find it. I think it was Where is it at? Oh, that's all right. I can't find it. I don't know where they went. But he was saying something about how we need to get things going in Africa because the time is running out. And I kind of believed them. Hello?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here. I think 2020 is going to be the year to at least have yourself somewhat positioned in Africa, just the way things are moving. And the reason why is because just prices are going up, just like everywhere else.
Yep.
You know, I think 2020 is going to be a very interesting year. So hopefully, you know, hopefully you can have just something solidified, something on the continent by 2020 if you're serious about building on the continent.
Yeah, there's got to be something has got to happen. And we also, that's another discussion. But back to the Captain America Negroes.
Captain America Negro. So
I've noticed, like, I was in the show on O'Shea. I believe O'Shea is in the chat room.
Yeah, O'Shea's in the chat room. He was.
Peace to you. I was on the show when you came on, and I was cracking up because you said the exact same thing that I was thinking. It's like, why are people who defending America now all of a sudden taking an interest in the white farmer in Africa?
Right.
Like now all of a sudden that you want to take that banner up. I mean, can you be more obvious? Can you be more transparent?
Right.
And was that question never answered?
No, it was the typical. Once you go back to Africa, then I think we're talking about Anthony Brian Logan, ABL. You know, white conservatives have a battery in his back. So, you know, basically, you know, a guy like him, whatever is an issue amongst white conservatives, I mean, he's going to address it because, again, they have a battery in his back. So that's why, you know, that's why he brought that up. So, for the most part. But again, it's just, I don't understand why Captain American Negroes are so concerned about Pan-Africanism. I don't understand why. I don't get it. Like, why are you so concerned about what we're trying to do in Africa? Why? Why are you so concerned about the white farmers? But then I brought up when the slave trade was going on in Libya.
Right.
You didn't mention nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't mention anything about, oh yeah, ABL got mad too, because that's what he said. Oh, go back to Africa, go back to Africa. Once you go back to Africa, why are you here in America? Go back to Africa.
Well, I know you touched a nerve.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, why are you concerned about these white farmers in South Africa when you've, on your platform and on O'Shea's show, made it known that you are completely disconnected and want nothing to do with Africa?
Mm-hmm. I see somebody say he's a paid agent. Let me tell you something about that. Don't give these guys credit. I mean, if you were a paid agent, I would sort of have somewhat respect for you because at least you're getting something out of the deal.
Right.
These guys are propagandists for free. Trust me. They're not on no payroll for the United States of America. These guys are their own free will and time and money are Captain America Negroes.
Right. On their own dime.
Don't give them credit for being agents. Agents are usually on a payroll.
I'm glad you said that. Or they are being paid. You know, it's cooning for free. There you go.
Yeah, that's it. That makes it even more sadder. Like you defending these people for nothing.
Right.
And you know, like I don't know if O'Shea is still there. I was hanging with y'all, O'Shea. And then when I think Dynas spoke last, and then some nigga got on there talking about some Turtle Island indigenous Mo got on there. And I'm like, well, wait, what's this dude doing? Are we talking about white farmers in Africa? Like, why is he on the discussion? Shouldn't he be in a teepee somewhere?
Right.
Smoking a peace pipe and trying to figure out how he can get his country back from the white man? Like, why are you in an African discussion? That was just like, I kirked out after that. I heard him speaking. I was like, what the hell? don't even know who that was. It was some you're the guys you always talk about.
Yeah.
The indigenous moles. We didn't come from Africa.
Right.
There wasn't that many slaves that came from that was involved in the slave trade and all this BS.
Hey, John Taylor said they're pro bono coons.
Yeah, pro bono coons. We got to use that. Thank you. Let's give him credit for that one.
Yeah, John Taylor. John Taylor, you get credit for that one.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you credit for that one, brother. That was good.
Pro bono.
I just trying to. I always ask, and I know it's getting redundant, but I just keep asking these people, what is their? Because it seems like all they are there to do is be a consistent devil's advocate to anybody that's trying to do something.
Right.
So if anybody comes up with an idea that feels like they can move forward, these Negroes come and tear it apart.
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure out what their end game is if they're all about doing it right here. If you're doing it right, like when is your plan going to spring into action? Or show me if you're in the process of your plan. I can even take that.
Right.
Are you in the process of your plan? Because it's something you can point to that's growing.
Stop right there, Holip.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta expand on that, unpackage that. You said something. Show us the process of your plan. Like, what are you actually doing?
Right.
Aboriginal, native. Like, the last thing I heard was this Empress Veridaci in Louisiana. Have you heard of her?
No.
Okay, look her up. But that was back. It's been a minute now, and she allegedly is supposed to get some land from Bill Clinton. But guess what? It never happened. So that's
Damn, Clinton. Whew.
Yeah, they never had a plan.
Do they have any where are these guys besides our forums? Where do these guys meet?
They have no end game.
Do they have a forum like we can go to and point to? Like, do they have their equivalent of a BAIO where they're getting together and?
Yeah, they do. And all they do is post pictures of
Tommy Davidson.
That too, and and listen, a picture. Here we go. A picture of LeBron James next to an Olmec statue and say we was Aboriginals. That's all they do. But as far as anything tangible or constructive, no.
Yeah, I want to know the process. Like, I can tell you what the process of the BAIO is, or what we're currently doing.
Right.
That's no secret. We tell people we want you to join, get in your local state chapters and get in your professional fields so you can start connecting with and forming these social networks and professional networks. So we're just gathering people we just recently had to open up a whole electrical engineering department because there's so many electricians in there. So they wanted their own little gathering. So we created a group for them. It's like land surveyors. Actually, the next show that I'm going to do is a brother we're going to go through the process of land acquisition, like each step that you take.
Right.
On the next show, because a lot of people have been asking about that. So we're going to break it down. Actually, I think Nika Baby asked a question in the chat room about what countries. That's kind of difficult to answer because first we have to get together and come up with a plan, because other people who have organized structures are putting in bids for contracts. We're not even in a position to do that because we don't know what we're dealing with. How many professional people in these fields do we actually have? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like we're in the process of building, but that's a process. So I just explained to you the process. I want to know what the process is of the hey ya nigga. I want to know, besides being on YouTube in a headdress and straightening your hair.
Right.
Could you please tell me what your process is? Where can I go? Like, is there a BAIO style YouTube pretending network that I can go to and see some progress and see what y'all doing?
No.
No. Interesting.
It's not. It's not.
But
But
you know
yeah,
what? Oh, I know what I want to ask you.
go ahead.
What does it mean? Well, I keep hearing this term. It's a term that drives me crazy. What does it mean holding people accountable? What does that mean? When I hear activists say we got to hold these people, what do you mean by that?
It depends on the context you use it. So, for example, when I played football, right,
Hmm.
and I jumped off sides, I was held accountable and I had to run wind sprints. But the people who are using this term hold, usually in regards to politicians, hold them accountable. It's okay. How are you going to hold these politicians accountable?
Right.
Like do and do what? You have no money. You're a whiny activist. How are you going to hold them accountable? Accountable for what?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh,
You know,
okay. Yeah, you went completely out on me. I didn't hear what you said.
yeah, accountable how? How do you hold them accountable? Like I said, when I play football, you jump off sides, you did bummer rolls, wind sprints, you were held accountable.
But
But when
you were on a team, right?
repeat that again. I know where you're going with this. Say that again.
You were on a team.
Correct.
So there was somebody that was a hierarchy there that could hold you accountable. You were actually a part of the team.
Right.
So if they don't have any, like if they, first of all, they're not financing these politicians. So
Nope.
how are
Not
you going to hold them accountable? Like you have to have some position of power over them in order to make them listen to or have to deal with any consequences of anything they do against you. How do you intend to do that if you don't finance them, if you don't control them? Like I was talking about this on the show with Minister DeWoo the other day. This guy, I forget his name, Gillum something
yeah,
Gillum, the guy,
from Florida, from Florida. Yeah.
yeah, the guy who just won. I
Right.
said, you remember when the black community groomed him to get into a position where he could become governor of Florida? Oh yeah, that's right.
Who
It
grew?
didn't happen.
Yeah, that's what I said. Who grew them?
It didn't happen. So what we do is we wait for somebody to get on, and then now all of a sudden we want to pull them into the fold. Oh, now that you made it without my help, come into the fold, brother. Help out your people. Get the fuck out of here. You think that's gonna? That's the way we do things. So fucking ass backwards.
Right. And it was crazy. If you listen to his, uh, I guess what he's been pushing during his campaign is the same old. LGBTQ, in ICE or get rid of ICE, feminism. It's the same shit, and black
Yeah,
people.
talking point of the day.
Yeah, black people aren't included.
Yeah, and because we under the impression that just because you black, that means something.
Right.
Like I said, you cannot expect anything from a vague abstraction. And I'm wondering when our people is going to get the picture because we've been
They got.
promoting it.
We're not that stupid, bro. They know. They got the picture, bro. We can't be that stupid, hold We
I
can't.
hope you're right from your mouth to God's ears.
We can't be that stupid, bro. We got the picture. But we're just so content that we're just gonna let it slide. You know. Because even though black men are being shot in garages through the garage door while it's down by police, for some reason everybody else's struggle is worse.
Mm. Yeah, because we're concerned about everybody's agenda as if that's like some extinction level event. Newsflash, people, everybody should have an agenda. Do you think I'm offended because the Jews have an agenda? Do you think I'm offended because the Chinese have an agenda? Do you think I'm offended that the Mexicans have an agenda, that the LGBTQ has an agenda? Everybody has an agenda. That is not, even in the art of war, they have a whole chapter get dedicated to spies and the different types of spies and how you use spies. They don't say, oh, well, you shouldn't have spies. Spies are reality. It just goes with the territory. You have to learn how to use them. Agendas, like I said, in the NFL, every NFL team's agenda is to win the Super Bowl. Only one team wins it.
Right.
So the question is, what is your agenda? What's your agenda? Why are you so terrified of everybody else's agenda? I think it's because you don't have one. So you're afraid that their vision is going to come true and you're just going to be sitting back watching it. Well, guess what? You're right.
Or it's to the point now where we've just quit as a people and we just want to jockey for position under someone else's agenda.
Oh, it's sad, man. Oh God, I'm so happy you said that because it just brings so much sadness, man. When I hear black people trying to pick between Goldie and Pretty Tony and actually feeling like they moving the chess pieces around by doing it.
Bro, you might have to get some background information on Goldie and Pretty Tony.
Well, I guess, I figured everybody must have seen the Mac by now.
I don't know, bro. You might have to get some.
That's from the Mac.
Okay.
And you remember the scene where there's a popular scene, you can go on YouTube and watch it, where Goldie's, Pretty Tony's hoe picked Goldie. She said, I pick you. And so Pretty Tony is like, yo, who the hell is you? You can't become. He said, yo, your bitch chose me. Now we can handle this like some gentlemen, or we can get into some gangster shit. Everybody's familiar with that scene. They probably heard it in some hip hop record or whatever because they love that.
Snoop album. It was on the Snoop album.
Yeah. So this is what we're doing. We're trying to pick between which white man is going to treat us right. No, I'm for Donald Trump. No, I'm for Hillary Clinton. No, I'm for Bernie Sanders. I'm for this and I'm for that. It's like, so you are seriously sitting up here as men, supposedly strong black men and women. And your position is not the BAIO position, which is land, infrastructure, nationhood, and getting a nation state of our own. That's not your position. That's far left. That's crazy talk. Your position is, which white man are we going to get behind? Who's going to treat us right?
Right.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump is going to treat us right. And you're going to follow these Negroes? These people of your own free black mind. I'm given a choice of land, infrastructure, nationhood, and following Donald Trump to the promised land. You're going to pick the following Donald Trump to the promised land? That's the horse that you're going to ride?
Right.
Wow. Because like I said, yeah, somebody said left, right, all the same crap. Yeah. All the same thing. See, I'll put it short, Dynas.
Go ahead.
I won't be long-winded. This is very short.
But real quick, before you do that, guys, real quick, my bad, hold on. We have 225 people watching, only 94 likes. Come on, y'all. Stop being stingy with these likes, please.
That's sad.
Please hit that like button.
I hit the like button the moment I came in. Come on, y'all. That thumb should be lit.
Right.
Your thumb ain't lit, you're not doing something.
Exactly. All right, go ahead.
This is what I was going to say. It's like Democrats and Republicans are the same party. It's the same party. There is no, I keep making this point. There is no liberal agenda. There is no extreme right wing. They're all the same. As a matter of fact, both of those parties distance themselves from their fringes. The so-called Democratic Party they hate liberals, actual liberals and progressives. They hate them. They marginalize them and they push them to the side. They piss them off. They don't give a fuck about them.
Listen, case in point, what they did to Bernie Sanders.
Exactly. And every progressive liberal candidate who's actually a real liberal. If there was a liberal agenda, do you think it would take this amount of time to have universal health care, if there was a real liberal agenda? But that's another story. Then you got the Republicans, who claim to be fiscal conservatives, but hate fiscal conservatives. The fiscal conservatives in their party, they just go in the corner, shut up. We don't want to do, because why? They're not fiscal conservatives. They spend just as much money, if not more, than the Democrats. So Donald Trump, right, they're supposed to be this resistance against Donald Trump.
Right.
Donald Trump is unhinged. Donald Trump is, oh, how can you have a guy like this in control of the nuclear codes? Right? Oh, we got to do something. This is a unique situation in American history. We're on the verge of destruction, but I'm going to pass a $700 billion military budget and put my name on it. For the guy that I just said shouldn't be behind the nuclear codes. Did you hear what I just said?
Right.
Everybody that's a part of the so-called resistance against Trump voted for a military budget increase. The same guy that you just got through telling us is unhinged. I mean, are you guys seeing this? Or is it going over your head? Are you seeing? There is no, the Democrats will vote against the universal health care. They'll vote against free college tuition. They'll vote against any of the popular liberal positions. They are against, and they vote against it on a consistent basis. So them and the Republicans vote the same on just about fucking everything. So how are they different? They want to make you have this impression that there's some extreme left and there's some extreme right. No. It's a corporatist, sellout, Wall Street party. Both of them. There's no difference between the two.
Right. Somebody in the chat room asked, search for a guru. I wonder why no one ever tells the Hebrew Israelites to stop yelling on the street corners and go take over Israel since that's their homeland.
Can I answer that?
Go ahead.
It's the same reason why you don't tell the guy on the A train with feces in his pants to go out and, get a job and become a productive member of society, because he's a bum. That's why when they see the Hebrew Israelites in the street, what do? They walk by like they do most bums. You see most bums in the street, shaking a corner, or they like in some little box or something. You just walk past them.
Right.
Who are the Hebrew Israelites?
Bro, that was too graphic, bro. Like, I'm really like just picturing myself on it. Oh God.
Yeah, man. Who pays attention to these guys? These guys are clowns with the Wonder Woman bracelets and the karate outfits on. I'm supposed to take you seriously? You wearing sandals in New York? Are you serious? This is Timberland country, son.
Right.
These guys, we actually have. See, I can't even talk about these guys. It's comedy to me. Why are we taking these people seriously? What have the Hebrew Israelites done in the time that they've been here in America? What movement have they gathered? What are they doing right now? I mean, the proof is in the pudding, man. The proof is in the pudding. Yeah, Wonder Woman bracelets and karate outfits. I seen 7 Grandmasters. I know where you got that from. You think you're the only people to watch kung fu movies? And then every president that comes along, they can find in the Bible. You notice that?
Right, because prophecy.
There's always some scripture in the Bible that points to the current president. They can find anything in that Bible. They found Barack Obama in there.
Yeah.
They found George Bush in there. They found Donald Trump in there. Anything that connects them to what's going on now is some type of prophecy that, of course, never comes into fruition.
Right. Yeah, brother, because in Revelations chapter 4, verse 15, it says that the fire from the sky is gonna come and rain down. And what that means, brother, is the fire, Donald Trump, when he gets upset, his eyes turn red like fire.
Exactly.
He was on top of the Trump Tower, and he came down. He came down, brother. So yeah, this is prophecy that that is revealed in the Bible.
Read. And this is who we taking seriously. This is who we actually. I'm gonna tell you something straight up, and I mean this with all my heart. The Hebrew Israelites is like, it's like Def Comedy Jam to me. It's like the BET comment. I can't take those guys seriously. It's like I don't even want to have a discussion about them. These guys are so far off the reservation in terms of reality. You know, I'm getting tired of hearing about the Most High gonna come and cut your head off. The Most High, I think that's literal. The Most High is that weed. Whoever's smoking that good shit is the Most High.
Right.
That's what they're talking about.
Right. Read.
They ain't talking about the creator of the universe or any of that. They talking about the dude who has the most weed. You got to be high to be following them.
Oh my God.
The Most High.
Yes.
Most High gonna do this. The Most High gonna cut your head off, and it's all this bullshit that you've been talking about since I was a little kid.
All right.
Out there on 42nd Street on downtown Brooklyn, you still got, now the karate suit is all tethered up, is the stitches is coming out.
Right.
The Wonder Woman bracelets is getting rust on them. You done been rocking that same outfit for like 30, 40 years. And I'm supposed to take you seriously?
All right.
And coming in a strong second is these YouTube pretendian niggas.
Right.
All of a sudden, these niggas is Native American now.
Yeah. Olmecans. Olmec.
Yeah.
I'm Olmec. I'm Olmec Green Eagle.
Olmec. Indigenous tweeters.
Right, from Turtle Island. Olmecan.
Turtle Island.
I look just like the Olmec statue, Holip.
Turtle Island.
Turtle Island.
Who's the icon or they motto? Gamera?
I have no clue, bro.
Oh Lord. Holip address who? Ingon who is that? Did you see that? Because I didn't.
No, address what?
Somebody said address Ingon I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either. Yeah. But one day, the Hebrew Israelites will be back in Israel, and the indigenous Moes are gonna take over the Olmec territory.
What Israel are they talking about? The Israel that was created by the UN?
Yeah, that Israel. That's
Oh.
the one created by the UN. That's their
So they're gonna go from being under the socioeconomic and political domination of white men in here in America to being in it under the white Jew in Israel.
Well, see, brother, in Revelations chapter 8, verse 15, brother,
Read.
it says that the pale horse will come. And see, that pale horse, brother, stand in representation of the UN, brother, because the pale horse had a brand on it that was a U and an N, brother, back in the biblical days, because they used to brand the pale horse with a UN, which means unforgivable. And so what the UN did was unforgivable. The Most High is going to rain fire on the UN, and we will get the Israel that the UN made, because it's gonna happen that way, brother. Read.
Wonder Woman. Oh my God, it's like comedy hour, man. It's like comedy hour. I mean, what else is it? It's like, I really want somebody. And then the funny thing about it, you know what irritates me more? And you probably get this too.
Right.
Why are people asking you to debate these people? Because the fact that you asking me to debate somebody, that means that you actually think that their position is a serious one. So then why don't I debate the guy from the planet Ritz? Don't they have those dudes out? Like there's some I think that's what it's called, the planet Ritz or something.
Yeah, risk. Planet risk.
Planet Ritz. Why don't I debate them? I mean, are you debating? Do you want to see this debate for entertainment value, or do you actually want to find, like, you want to sit down and go, damn, this VIL stuff sounds pretty good, but I don't know, this Planet Ritz stuff is really got my interest.
Let's
put these two ideologies together and see who comes out on top. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We got to grow up, man. We got to grow up. We got to get serious, y'all, because the reason why these guys exist is because y'all guys ain't serious. I hate to break it to you. But that's the reality. The reason why these guys are able to exist because they know that the audience listening to them are not serious people. That's why all this flat earth and all of this Hebrew Israelites, all of this crap, these fucking Facebook and YouTube pretendians and indigenous Instagrammers, Native American tweeters, and all this other bullshit. The reason why this is going on because they know the audience listening to them is not serious.
Right.
They're still taking them seriously, even though they just playing y'all. They just clowns. And if you don't know where the energy is at that's leading towards something productive, I don't know what to do for you.
All right, here we go. Here's another one. Hold up. See, brother, if you give me $50, I'm gonna go to the courthouse and correct your status, Holip, because your name is supposed to be in all capital fonts, brother. See, your name, the first letter in your name, brother, is uppercase, but the rest of the letters is lowercase. So that means that the state and the government, they have rights to you and your birth certificate and the last and the social security number, brother, that is tied to the bank of the Fed bank, where if you put that in when you pay your cell phone bill. So instead of the T-Mobile taking money out of your Bank of America account, see, brother, you can pay your bills with your social security number, brother. So we gonna correct your status, brother, and then you can get the land for free. You can get
right
for free.
Right. You know what this dude told me? I spoke to this dude years ago. It used to be somebody that was somewhat reasonable. And then they just went off the reservation, pardon the pun.
And hold up, you don't, after we correct your status, brother, you don't need a driver's license. You don't have to pay for car insurance, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, none of that, brother. In fact, you could go to a car lot, brother, and the new 2019 S550, they have to give it to you, brother.
Right, they have to.
Yeah, and you can drive off the lot with no insurance or nothing,
right.
Tag, no registration, brother.
Right, because you change your status. And also, they don't have any jurisdiction over you, too.
Right. And you're not driving, you're traveling.
Right. No jurisdiction. Like I said, the funniest thing I saw was in the courtroom where the dude went through this whole breakdown about how the court and the judge had no jurisdiction over him. And the judge bodied him, deaded the whole discussion by saying just one sentence.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? That's all. End of discussion. If I don't have no jurisdiction, what are you doing in my court? Because even if you saying that shit, you know what the jurisdiction is. The jurisdiction is the ability to whoop your ass and throw you in a jail cell.
Right.
Like that video you showed me where the dude's funny hat went on the floor.
Right.
Like that should have been it.
And his homeboy was recording it and telling everything be okay.
I mean, these super niggas have been brought down to earth so many times that it's like ridiculous at this point.
Again, hold up. Repeat that again, bro.
Yeah, all these super niggas have been brought right down to earth. I remember Dr. York used to be the reformer. He didn't have 360 degrees of knowledge. He had 720. That's like a bicycle of knowledge. He had two 360-degree wheels of knowledge. How do you lock the reformer in jail? I want to know the answer to that question. That's like putting Thanos in jail.
Yeah.
How you gonna lock up the reformer and put him in jail? And see, people think that I'm laughing and making fun of these dudes, but the reality is, I'm just calling them on their bullshit. This is stuff that they put out there for public consumption.
Yeah, I'm
They
gonna
was
put
the
this.
one that was calling themselves super niggas.
Let me put this on record. He said bicycle knowledge. Let me put this on record, though. Let me put this on record. I have like over 100 of Dr. York books. Great author. I was at one time, I was part of the AEO, Ancient Egyptian Order. So I just want to put that on record. But go ahead. But I mean, bro, I can't.
Well, yeah, the stuff that he actually wrote was good.
But bro,
I'll leave it at that.
Off the chain. But I mean, you're right. I mean, I can't. I mean, but the thing about it is, the Wobbies will try to argue with you, bro, as far as how did he get locked up.
It doesn't matter. That's like arguing over how Thanos got locked up. Thanos ain't supposed to get locked up.
Right.
We ain't gonna have no discussion. Yo, Thanos is in Rikers right now. Like what? Who put him there? Do you mean they got him and the Gauntlet in Rikers Island? How did they do that? See, this is what happens when you present yourself up to be super nigga. You get brought back down to earth. And then all your followers are sitting around looking crazy because they're like, wait a minute, this was supposed to be the right hand of Jesus. This was the guy who God himself brought down to the earth.
And what's crazy, Holip, and I discussed this with somebody else, all these groups, whether it be Hebrew Israelites, Nuwabians, and this is the truth, bro. Nuwabians, AEO, Hebrew Israelites, the Moes, they have absolutely nothing to show for it in regards to generational wealth.
Nope. And ain't even trying. See, I can give you credit for trying. You know what I mean? Like, cause sometimes we have to sift through so much bullshit. And you know personally, like as an African American, the journey that you go through to try to obtain knowledge yourself is a lot, man. Because not only are you trying to learn stuff that you didn't know before, but then you have to avoid all of the dark alleys.
Right.
As well. And people trying to take advantage of you, people, knowledge that's just complete bullshit. We all go through the process. So there's no shame in going through a school and saying, damn, what the fuck was I thinking about back in the days? I mean, we can all do that.
I went through a couple of schools, but what I think what didn't make sense, Holip, why it's just too many red flags. Is just cats have 6 trillion years of knowledge.
Yeah.
Negative $6 in their bank account.
Right.
And then want to get on you for having a job. But then want to ask you to help them pay their T-Mobile cell phone bill.
Well, how about this? How about you rallying on about how revolutionary you are and how you are uncompromising and you're not going to submit to white blah, 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 blah. But then you got a girlfriend who's working for corporate America who you're using as a front so that you can get cars put in her name and this put in her in this person's name. Or like you may not be using the system personally, but you getting around the system by getting other. So you letting your girl get in the system and people around you get in the system, and then you're gonna sit back acting like you're a revolutionary. How many dudes do y'all know that's living off some woman or living off their family? But you hardcore revolutionary dude. You uncompromising. You don't deal with the white man and with white society, but you let your mom do it. You let your woman do it. Your sister and your brother do it. No matter how you slice it, man, it's called bullshit. You fronting. How you on the internet is what I want to know. How these guys, what, they in the library or something?
No, bro. They got Samsung Galaxy S9s and
Oh,
iPhone.
and those phones are $1,000.
They got.
Those phones are $1,000. Samsung and Apple phones are a grand.
Yeah, they got.
I'm thinking of what you can do for a grand. I mean, I don't want to take your phone away completely, because you can get nice phones. There's flagship phones for like half of that.
But
So
my thing,
$500 or whatever.
hold up, if you have 6 trillion years of knowledge and you're able to astral project by drinking alkaline water, like, shouldn't you be able to make a phone?
Or shouldn't you be able to power your phone with your Ankh?
Right.
Like you don't need like any solar panels. You could just have your Ankh do it. Connect your Ankh to your phone and charge up your battery. Right?
Right.
I mean, they keep talking about the power of this and the power of that. It's like I said, it's all bullshit. These guys are basically fun and games, entertainment. And the thing that really annoys me is that people are taking them seriously. Like they want me to debate. They want me to debate a flat earther.
Right.
I'm going to debate a flat earther. I'm going to debate a Hebrew Israelite.
Hell, Travis Weird says Ankh Mobile.
Yeah, Ankh Mobile. Get your Ankh Mobile. Still got a business there. I'm going to start a business. Me and Neo from the BAIO,
Uh,
we're going to start a business. We're going to create and you know, if you know what, I'll put it out there, because if y'all steal it and you get it before me, God bless you, because you put in the work. We're going to make a sneaker called the Protester, because we figured if you're going to have people out here marching, we might as well get paid off of it. So we're going to have like the special pump where you can pump it. We're going to have it made out of special materials, you know, like tear gas resistant and shit like that. We might even have something where you can attach a water bottle to it or something. I don't know. So we just got to come up with something to make some money off these protests. So the Protester, be on the lookout. Like I said, if y'all beat me to it, I'll give you props. Yeah, Air Protest. There you go. Nike Air Protest. Except it won't be Nike.
Holip protester mid top cuts.
Winifred 19 for the win.
Also available in the high and low tops.
Yeah, exactly. And they gotta get the tear gas resistant ones.
All right.
You know, you gotta have that thing for traction when they start, you know, hitting you with the water hoses. You don't want to slip. Why not? I mean, if that's what people want to do, we can finance the whole BAIO with that. Oh, Ed Woe is in the house. Peace, Queen. Yeah, man, these dudes is debate. I really believe that people just love entertainment, man. They just love seeing two niggas going at it. Like, what am I gonna debate you on? Like, is the debate gonna be who's sane and who's not? Like, is that's the debate topic? Who actually is insane and who's not insane?
Right.
Yeah, Hebrew Israelites. We having talks and discussions about the Hebrew Israelites is a thing, really? Are they really a thing in the so-called movement in the conscious community? Like, are they making any noise?
I mean, they're the loudest.
Shit, because I see those dudes all the time, like right downtown Brooklyn, not too far from my job. I see them all the time there.
Somebody wants to know: can Captain American Negroes voice their opinion here? Absolutely. Go ahead.
Sure. I got some questions for them though.
Trying to think what else. Yeah, I mean, hold on. It's an interesting time. Very, very interesting time.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I posted something yesterday, and I've came to this realization. All right, Pan Africanism, from a spiritual standpoint, died with Kwame Nkrumah. If you come to Africa preaching Pan Africanism without a checkbook or anything of value to offer to people, that's Pan Africanism in vain. Then I said, Pan-African without capitalism is Pan-Africanism in vain.
Right.
I piss a lot of people off. I don't know why.
Me neither. That sounds like a reasonable, rational statement to me.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not going to Africa, you know, to live on the land, you know, drink coconut water and live off the land. Like I'm not doing it. And then we wonder why. And I figured it out. We wonder why we still got to pay visa fees, you know, got to pay for your passports. It's so hard to get citizenship in these African countries without getting married. You know, we still got to pay to go to the slave dungeons because we're not offering as a collective, a Pan-African collective, we're not offering anything of value. We're just coming over there on this spiritual stuff, and spirituality doesn't build infrastructure
No,
on its own.
no.
But of course, you know, I got capitalism is the reason why you in slavery. Oh, we need socialism. You know, I got problems.
Lord have mercy, man.
We need communism.
Jesus Christ, these guys. It's like, first of all, I think that the first thing that people need to do is go to a dictionary and learn the definitions of these words that you're using. Because I think don't get into the Alex Jones philosophy where you're just taking shit and throwing against the wall like a monkey. Learn the definition of these words. What's the difference between communism and socialism? What's the difference between socialism and democratic socialism? Like most pure socialist societies have not worked.
My point, they have not worked.
Yeah,
and
but
their was because the capitalist societies took them out.
Oh Lord. I find it, but see, the thing is, what people don't understand, like they say, oh, I'm against socialism, but democratic socialism, not only does it work, it's the top government in the fucking world. The top governments in the world are democratic. So you know what it is? It's a capitalist they don't get rid of capitalism. They work it within the context of capitalism. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that it's not a pure socialist society, because even there's aspects of socialism in America. What do you think the military is? You know?
Right.
So it's like people need to really learn these definitions and stop just throwing these buzzwords around, because you sound like a right winger, you know, a Republican does. That's usually a tactic that they do. Benghazi, oh shit. You don't even know what the fuck it means, but you just hear it and then you just react to it. Social democracies is kicking everybody's ass, and that's categorically true. And I defy somebody to prove me wrong. Go and list the top 10 countries for the past 20 years, and it's going to be the Scandinavian regions. That's just a fact. It's a fact.
And the thing about it is, from what I understand, like even the Scandinavian regions aren't technically considered socialist countries.
They're not. They're not. They're capitalist countries with socialist safety nets.
Say that again, Holip.
They're capitalist countries with socialist safety nets, meaning their philosophy is if you're a citizen of your nation, you should have health care and education. Wow, how radical. And then you get the thing, and this is why I say the Republicans and the Democrats are both against the people having health care and education. Why would you not want your populace to be educated unless you're trying to pull the wool over your populace eyes? In that case, like what Donald Trump said when he was running up to the election, I love the poorly educated. Why would you not love them? Because then they won't be able to detect your bullshit.
Right.
And I believe, and this is just fundamentally, I believe the reason why those countries are successful and the reason why they're on the happiness index like every goddamn year is because if you have a nation, it's your responsibility as the leaders of that nation to take care of your people. Everybody else across the globe understands this and they do it. Only here in America is this a radical concept. You have a country where a man, and like I said, I've heard this story and it really broke my heart, man. It wasn't even a black person, but just the story itself made me like really sad about this place. This guy refused to go to the hospital because he was sick, and he knew that if he went to the hospital, he would put his family in so much debt that they would probably lose their house. So what did he do? Got insurance and just died. Because he figured he was worth more to his family dead than he was alive. This is the country that you want? This is the type of nation that you want, where you just basically treat your citizens like collateral damage? And this is their people. That was a white dude. This is their people. So you can imagine what it would be for us. This system ain't even designed for us. It's time. I mean, you know, when you really start thinking about this stuff, none of this stuff is really funny. It's like we sitting around here talking about flat earth. We talking about all of this bullshit. What are we doing for the future of our people? So I'm like, you know, that's why I say, like, if you're the Native American dude and you the YouTube pretending, what you should be doing is getting together with your people and trying to figure out how you're gonna get this country back from the white man. Why are you in our forums trying to deal with our African thing?
Right.
Why are you messing? Why are you all up in our cipher? We have already decided that we are Africans. Even if you say that we're not Africans, you should be able to say, well, you know what? Those people think that they're Africans. I don't think they're Africans, but I'm gonna let them do their thing and I'm gonna do mine.
Right.
You know why you don't do yours? Because you ain't got no thing, nigga. There's no thing that you're doing. And if there is, point to it. Point to your movement that's getting this country back from the white man. Since your claim is, oh, well, we running from America. All right, well, so you staying right here in America. Let me see your movement and show me what you're doing to get the gut. Because right now in your country, there's an entity called the United States government that's collecting taxes from everybody on your land. Now, if this was the streets and some nigga was selling weight on your block, what would happen to him? All types of guns would be coming out. You'd be going to get the boy. Yo, we got to put it like these niggas. You got to put it on these niggas, son.
Right.
Well, the white man got your country. Why don't you put it on him? Oh, okay.
Right. Right.
I got you.
But we can't because they got bigger weapons.
Right. I got you. I understand. So I guess this doing it right here thing, there's no time limit on it. Like nobody, I haven't heard any time frame for this. No time frame whatsoever, no movement whatsoever. I'm really seriously am trying to get, can somebody point me to the doing it right here movement that's actually busting some grapes here in America? Did I miss it, Dinaz? Do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
I mean, where's the YouTube pretendians? Where are they? Aren't they in the chat room? Some of them. What? Can you point me to a place where the YouTube pretendians are making some damage?
The one we have in the chat room is saying, hold on, what did he say? He said that why should we go back to Africa or go to Africa because they're cutting hands off for voting, and then he said there's war in Africa.
Where?
I gave him the same. I asked him the same thing, and he hasn't responded. So that's what we're dealing with.
So Africa, basically just a general Africa, no country where this is going on, just Africa.
Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with over on that squad.
Can you hold your hands up, Dinus? Because let's make sure that you're okay. You got both your hands, right?
Yeah, I got both my hands right.
I guess you must have avoided that hand.
Yeah, I the arm chopping off, hand chopping off. Avoided that. Yeah. And I voted all the countries I've been to, I've avoided the war. I mean, I was in it, but I avoided it. I seen the war. There was every country in Africa I've been to, there was a huge war going on. I just
Don't that sound familiar?
yeah.
Don't that sound familiar? I remember when I used to go to Fayetteville, North Carolina in the summertime, and I would tell people I'm from Brooklyn, and they would be literally checking me for bullet holes. From Brooklyn. Like Brooklyn was the OK Corral. Like you can't walk down the street because you constantly dodging bullets and all this other stuff. Same thing with Compton.
Right.
Compton is supposed to, oh, you from Compton. Oh shit, Compton.
You weren't in a drive-by? You weren't in a drive-by?
Because that's all that happens in Compton. I'm telling you, I had such a culture. When I went to California, I went to Compton. I was all up in Long Beach. I actually went to a hip hop club in the heart of the so-called ghetto in Long Beach. Really nice neighborhood. Really nice houses. Nobody bothered me about the colors that I was wearing. I think I had on blue.
Right.
Nobody, it's like, come on, man. It's like people just swallow up propaganda and spit it back out as if it's facts.
Right, exactly. Right, but these are the same guys who are going to lead the Aboriginals into getting their land.
Right.
This is these are the mental midgets that are leading the Aboriginal movement.
Who's their chief?
I have no clue.
The guy that's in the well, I think he got blocked.
Who's your guys' chief?
Where are you guys chief at? Because if you're a part of the Native American, you're indigenous, you have a chief, right? Where is he? Who is he?
No one knows.
Interesting. Interesting. I have some questions for the Captain America Negro.
Go ahead. Freedman, that's his name. Freedman. Go ahead and ask Freedman. See if he answers.
The funny thing about it, Dinas, is that everybody always says, what can you, like, if you can't build something in America, how can you build something in Africa?
Right.
Right? So my question is, if all Black African people, the nationalists, progressive, or the masses, don't have the moral or cultural integrity to form a nation on the continent of Africa, or motherland, then how would they have the morality and cultural integrity to form a nation here in the United States of America?
Right.
They always try to flip it around. You know what I'm saying? Oh, how can you build something on the continent? You ain't build nothing here. I'm like saying, well, how can you build something here if you can't build nothing on the continent? Because somebody, I know I ain't gonna get an answer. I've had this thing since 2014 and nobody's responded to it.
Yeah, but what's crazy, the same people, Aboriginals or pretendians, who would tell you that we didn't build anything here, how we're going to build something on the continent, would tell you the reason why they won't go to the continent is because we built America.
So we can build in America, but we can't build on the continent.
Right.
Right. It makes a lot of sense. My second question is, who's going to teach them this morality and culture, since allegedly the intelligentsia and the brain trust are ill-equipped to do so? So
He's not going to answer. He's not going to answer. Yeah, he's not going to answer. You there, Holip? Hello? Holip. Hello, can you hear me? Press 1 if you guys can hear us. Hear me, at least. Press 1. Press 1 if you can hear me. Okay. I guess Thanos got Holip, everyone. Let's wait for Holip to hop back on. Holip. Yeah, I think Thanos got Holip. Hold on one second. My message. Or the Aboriginals got him. Holip. You can't hear? Okay, hold up. We
Oh,
can.
now I hear you.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, we went. That was like completely dead for like. Did y'all hear anything I said?
Nah, we hear nothing. They heard me.
Wow.
Hear you.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, so you got to repeat it.
Yeah, I was asking.
Hey, somebody said, hey, your internet connection went bad.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Those onks are too unreliable, man. I think I got to stick with my cable vision.
Oh man. All right, go ahead, hold it.
You said that they want 6 states.
Well, I'm just saying, like what do they want? Like, like no one, like I don't. Who's their chief? What are the demands? What are they doing to get to make sure the demands are met?
Mm-hmm.
How are they going to prove that they are, I guess, Pretinians or Olmecans or whatever you want to call it? Like, there's no game plan. That's why it's comedy. And
I guess the
again,
only thing.
I just don't understand how you can't relate to somebody from the Gambia, but you could identify as an Olmecan.
Ah.
And then what are you doing to partner with the Olmecans to ensure you create this Olmec utopia? And have you ever even been to Olmec land? It's just not adding up.
Yeah, and who's your chief? What's your tribe and where's your chief? Are you a tribe without a chief? Are you an Indian without a tribe? Which one?
Oh,
But we're never going to get any answers to this.
right.
We're never going to get any answers to this.
Yeah. But hold up, brother. I got to go pick up my little one. So what we'll do,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
close out, brother. The floor is yours.
Yeah, everybody, if you're not a part of the BAIO, please go to the Ning site. I can't put the link in here, but
Oh, you can hold on. I'll put it in there. You should be hold up. You should be. Let me mod you real quick. Let's see if I can find you. I'll put it in, but I need to mod you so you can go ahead. Here we go. Add my moderator. All right, hold on. Go ahead. You can place the link in there.
oh, okay. Let's see.
I just had to moderate you.
Let's see. Ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Boom. Oh, it's still not letting me.
So now let me. All right, I'll put the link in there. Give me a second, but go ahead and continue, brother.
Yeah. Make sure you join the BAIO. There's something strange going on with this chat room. Do you notice it?
Like what? What happened?
Like when I type my name, like the thing that I'm putting in seems to be coming up under somebody else's name.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, link is in the chat room. Make sure you click on the link, join the BAIO site, go to your local chapter, and go to your professional group. Whatever you do. Right now, we got a lot of IT people. We got a lot of electricians. A lot of STEM field people are in the group.
Wow.
So if you're a person that's into STEM, I think you found a home if you're black, because we know that in the STEM fields, it ain't no high contingency of black folks in your field. More than likely, you probably the only one there. So the best thing for you to do is connect with other people of like mind and people that's in your profession. And like I said, to pay attention to my show next week, because we're going to get into some minutia of this land acquisition thing, since everybody's interested in that. So we're going to break it down. And that's all I got to say for today, bro.
All right, brother. I appreciate you blessing us, Holip.
No doubt.
Coming on. I really appreciate it. Guys, make sure you go to Search for Guru on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. Also go to Patreon, Search for Guru. Appreciate the support. Make sure you go to dynasmir.com, search for Guru.com, go to Amazon.com, search for Dynasty Smir, please buy a book. Till next time, everybody. I might come on later on tonight, not sure yet. But till next time, family, peace.
Peace.